Okay, so Dennis, it's your job to be really close to us so we're going to be able, because we're going to get audio from you. So don't be afraid to be close to us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll need to take directions with this guy as well then.
All right.
If you guys come over that side of the table and a little bit back.
Okay. And Dennis, don't be afraid to get close.
All right.
Put me here. Taking my life.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
I know, yeah, don't touch that to your face.
Where's my
No, please don't.
Where's my desk?
And just watch your
So which side should the bed be on?
that you don't. If
Doesn't
you're like
matter.
me, I touch my face a lot, so just watch with your hands.
The best place for me to be is if you want me really close.
Probably this side.
I didn't touch them, but she did that.
As well.
Clear.
I think I'm clean.
Clear, huh? Are we good to go?
Yes, we are.
Welcome to your elopement. And before we hear your remarkable love story, let's settle your nerves with a wee dram. The quaich was a welcoming cup used by the chieftains to welcome their guests. As it was passed around, it also said, "I trust you," as poisoning was rife back then. Today, it is a loving cup, the opening of a new chapter in your love story. Let's get this poured.
Get to the good stuff first.
Without wasting that dead there. Oh, it's got one that funny seals on it.
And thank you, Dennis, for making the quee for us.
I'll take a sip of you taking.
Whatever.
We might need a couple sips. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh, we got to get the rings. Hold on. We got to get our rings.
We can pause and
Okay, we'll pause for that.
this is your thing.
Okay, got it.
And think to and you go.
Okay, just take a sip.
Just take a sip. Then you Sam. Right. That's it to Launa. In food.
Just pretend it's Finchi.
And as the Gaelic saying goes, Slangevar to your good cat.
Slangevar.
Yeah. And if you want to offer what's left to the land to say thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So this love story begins with you, Peter, and you come up to Utah feeling like a stranger in a strange land. You turn to the Facebook dating app and stumbled upon your profile land. Here are your first impressions of each other. Peter thought, I was new to Utah and didn't know very many people. I thought, if this woman looks like she does in her picture, I'm in luck. She was personable and funny in the text, and we hit it off right away. And Lana, you saw his quick wit and calm demeanour. His dry sense of humour made you smile, and paired with a grounded confidence, it felt refreshing. And that smile. And it didn't take long before Peter asked you for lunch. You were getting ready to go to Montana to visit your daughter and son, so you agreed on the Wednesday after you got home. Or so you thought. After a few more texts, you realised Peter meant the Wednesday before you left. There was almost a scheduling mishap before you'd even met. And you remember, Peter, you almost missed each other on setting the first date. Almost got the week wrong. However, we straightened it out last minute. With the date confusion cleared up, Lana, you were genuinely curious to meet Peter. You told me, truthfully, I was ready to rule him out quickly and move on. Online, plenty of nice and promising messages, but fall short in person. I just wanted to see if he was the real deal, or if he was just another fast, no. It turns out he was very much real and not a no. Did you know that, Peter?
Yeah, eventually.
You do now. As you both stepped into this uncertain journey, were you wondering whether this would be the start of something special, or just another digital dead end? It's Wednesday, the correct one. The venue is a bustling sandwich shop in Ogden, Utah, aptly named Even Stevens. Sadly, it's no longer there. Lana was in a total rush, having just braved a chaotic Walmart run, her least favourite place on earth, on which you were shopping, not like it. You were trying to get everything ready to leave town the next day. You were flustered, worried, and hoping to break the pattern of lateness. You're in time today. Peter, you shared a specific moment from that date. You said, I went to fill a drink for her at the soda dispenser, and when I glanced back, she was looking at me. Wow, that was the moment. Love at first sight, for me at least. Peter was already there when you arrived. Despite the busyness of the place, you spotted him right away, recognising that big smile from his profile picture. After exchanging a few hellos, having a little small talk, you decide to order. Lana, what's your first day rule?
I usually pose so that I don't feel obligated to go on a second one.
Yay! How did that work out for you?
Well, Peter insisted, and I acquiesced. And here we are.
You just didn't get an option because Peter had ordered before you had a chance. But there was something else happening. You recalled, as he grabbed my drink at the soda machine, I found myself completely distracted watching him. Something about the way he moved, casual, grounded, kind, just held your attention. Then he suddenly turned, caught you staring, and flashed that same big smile again. Busted! And your perspective was, pal, that was the moment. Love at first sight. Lana, you shared that from there the conversation flowed like we'd known each other forever. It was easy, natural, and surprisingly fun. You had a fun couple. Then, just like that, lunch was over. Peter offered to walk you back to your car, but you couldn't quite remember where it was parked. There was no awkward first date kiss, and you appreciated that. It gave you space to process the date without getting swept up in the emotion. But you were swept up in emotion as you shared. To my total surprise, I walked away completely intrigued and genuinely excited. I wasn't just willing to see him again, I was hoping I would. And you did. Good idea. And Peter, you insisted Lana quit Diet Coke. Random. And you confessed you wanted to rebel against it, but you've 99% quit. And that date led to the next. And soon you're building a life and a future together. And you've been a couple for almost 2 years and have been living together for nearly 1 year. The top. Been
Other way.
together 2 years.
Been together 3,
3.
lived together 2.
Okay.
Today's our 3rd-year anniversary.
Yeah,
of our-
today's the,
Actual date.
of our
this
first
is the date of of that first date that you were describing. 3-year anniversary today.
Happy anniversary.
Hi, thank you.
This way we don't forget.
Good point. That's why we got married the day before my birthday.
Ah, there you go.
So the topic of marriage had come out. Theoretical. You both have some scars from previous relationships, so you're a bit cautious about the idea of marriage. But then something changed for you, Peter. One day, possibly in May 2024, you found yourself looking at rings. That simple act filled you with excitement and a deep sense of anticipation about marrying Lana. You realised, maybe for the first time in such a clear way, just how much you truly wanted to keep her together. You picked out the ring, placed the order, and then had the challenging task of keeping your secret for over a month because you wanted the proposal to be a total surprise, set in precisely the right place and the right moment. And you were clueless.
I was clueless, yes. Was not expected.
We're going to have to help me with this name. In July, you travelled to Algonquin. And then you remember tucking the ring safely into your carry-on, anxious that airport security might force you to reveal it in front of Lana. And for a secret of the moon. And the next day was proposal day. You kept your backpack with you throughout the day as you went to the beach, visited your family, and had a late lunch. Lana, you picked up on Peter acting a bit awkward.
Oh,
And Peter had sensed this, saying, during lunch, Lana kept asking me if I had something in my mind. She could sense my anticipation. However, you let things just unfold.
No.
As the sun began to set, you walked along the marginal way, a beautiful coastal pathway. You led Lana to a bench facing both the Atlantic Ocean and the dramatic rock jetty of Perkins Cove. I googled, I looked. You sat. No words. Just the contentment of being in each other's company, taking in the view of this quaint fishing village. So it was no surprise when Peter reached into his rucksack for his camera to capture the views. Here wasn't the camera you were grabbing, was it? You got up from the bench and kneeling rummaged through your backpack. With your hair tousled from the ocean breeze, not like today, and dressed in your swimsuit, not like today, you pulled out the ring, looked into Lana's eyes, and asked her to marry you. Lana, you felt your heart melt, tears springing from your eyes as you said yes instantly, overwhelmed with joy and surprise. The moment was tender, unexpected, and absolutely perfect. You both felt your happiness soar, amazed at how deeply connected and elated you were. The feeling defied words, something utterly beyond description, beyond sublime. With all of this wonderful journey behind you and the future ahead, the question is, why now? Peter, you told me, I'm marrying Lana because I can't imagine my life without her. I am a better man because of her. She will always excite, infuriate, tempt, infam.
did you say infuriating?
Infuriate? Yes. Enter and satisfy me on all levels. She will always listen to me and really hear what I'm saying, even when I need to take the time to translate my crazy thoughts into comprehensible conversation. I would and will do anything for her without a second thought. But for all the other amazing things that she is, above all, she is my closest friend, and that's what matters most. And Lana, you expressed it so beautifully. Because we've done the work. We've laughed, tried, disagreed, grown, and chosen each other again and again. We've peeled back the layers, faced the messy parts, and decided that what we have is not just worth keeping. It's worth building a life on. We're getting married because we want to, not because we have to. There's no pressure, no deadline, no grand timeline. Just a quiet knowing that this is right, that he is right, and I love that our values align. How we both care deeply about family, honesty, personal growth, and creating a meaningful life. We don't just share dreams, we share priorities. That gives our relationship a depth and foundation we've never experienced before. We've lived through the dreamy beginning, the real-life challenges, and the beauty that comes from staying when things aren't easy. And through it all, we've become something strong, something steady, something we trust. We are getting married August the 3rd, 2025, exactly 3 years after our first date on August the 3rd, 2022. What do you most love about the children? Peter says, I love Lana's kindness. I saw it right away. I could see her heart and I knew it was a match to mine. She has a thirst for depth, meaning and true connection, a thirst I share and one that is rare in others. She is irreverent. She questions institutions, politicians, religions, and anything too pop culture or blatantly touchy-feely. She's nobody's fool, and you better mean what you say to her. She's pragmatic when she needs to be and when I need her to be. That said, she loves to dream. She loves to predict the possibility of amazing places to live and visit, and possibly invest in. I love Lana's face, everything about it, don't blame you. From the depth of her eyes to the button nose to her perfect soft lips, and her hair, the most feminine flowing hair. When we are together, the sparks so intense and unique to us. Crazy chemistry. Lana is the most modest person I've ever known. When I compliment her on her appearance, she truly has no idea how intensely beautiful she is. And that I'm certainly not the only person who thinks so. Her sexiness is completely natural and uncontrived. She has an innocence under it all that is so endearing it sometimes pops my heart. Launa said, I love his calm presence, the kind that instantly makes you feel grounded, even when life feels chaotic. I love the strength behind his wit. Okay, let's be honest, it's mainly dad jokes. But she comes by naturally as an apple didn't fall far from the tree. His creativity amazes me, whether he's writing a song that captures exactly what we are feeling. He wrote me a song and played it the day he said I love you. Or stepping into a character on stage with heart and authenticity. He brings life into everyday living in a way that's subtle but deeply meaningful. And there's his relentless optimism, forever positive, sometimes to a fault, but always with intent to lift others up. Even when I'm spiraling, he somehow sees the silver lining on the next step forward. That mix of vision and hope is part of what makes us so uniquely Peter, and one of the many reasons I love him. I love his voice. There's something soothing and steady in that. Always makes me feel safe and single. I love the way he treats my kids with respect, patience, and genuine connection. He never tries too hard. He just shows up for them, and it means everything to me. And I admire the steady, grounded father he is to his daughter. His love for her is quiet but unwavering and speaks volumes about what kind of man he is. I love that he never flinches when I'm running late or when the house is a mess. He doesn't complain. He just smiles and carries on, patient and kind, knowing there's more to life than perfectly timed schedules or spotless counters. However, he did want to be on time step. By the typical set. He just smiles, steadies the moment, and he keeps moving forward. His emotional intelligence astounds me. He doesn't just listen, he gets it. He creates space for me to be fully myself, even when I'm a bit messy, uncertain, or contemplating. His emotional intelligence is extraordinary. He doesn't just listen, he understands. He holds space for me, challenges me gently, and reminds me of who I am when I forget. He's not afraid to lean into the hard conversations or walk me through the messy ones. That kind of emotional grace is rare, and it humbles me all the time. I love the way he looks at me, the way he reaches for my hand, the way he keeps choosing us, even on the days when it would be easier not to. And most of all, I love that being with Peter feels welcoming. I've never heard such beautiful words whispered before. Thank you. Are you ready to see your finds?
Yes, I hope we can see them.
You can. I chose 22.